So I keep hearing the phrase, in it, but not of it, which some of you may be more familiar with than I am, actually. This is not a phrase that I use often. So when I heard it coming through, I understood that it was meant to be shared in a message with you. And I don't really know the context for that phrase. I believe it's biblical. But what I heard from Spirit was, you are here to be in it enough to be grounded, in it enough to be fully human, in it enough to not bypass the conventional collective reality, in it enough to still be rooted in a relational consciousness with other humans, with more than human beings, with the land. So you're meant to be in it enough to be in your body, to be a physical material being. And you're also meant to be not of it enough so that you never attempt to conform to or adjust to it. And when I say it, I mean the false hierarchical violent reality that we were all born and socialized into that we know is crumbling. So you are in it enough to still be human, and you are not of it enough to not conform to it, not adjust to it. You are not of it enough that you are meant to question it, that you are not here to actually give your creative energy or your life force toward defending it or perpetuating it. Spirit is saying that when it comes to where we are right now as a collective, it's not possible for you to not be in it completely, meaning that you still exist as a material being in a material reality that you share with other material beings. And that reality has real material consequences. And you can't not be in it, but you can absolutely be not of it. As long as you don't take that to mean that you are here to bypass it, as long as you don't take that to mean that you are not meant to play a role in remaking, reshaping what that shared material reality can actually become, because that's what you're here for. You're here to help remake it and reshape it by being not of it enough, by being you. And the reality is that in such a structure as the one that we were born into and socialized into, we all have the experience of being harmed by it and the experience of harming others. It's impossible for that not to be true. We have all been victims. We have all been victimizers. We have all been bystanders. We have all been some combination of those. None of us remain untouched by the it. But you know that you have never been and never will be of it. You are not here to be it. And all of your inner work, all of the healing and inner liberation work that you've done, all of the awakening that you have lived into, all of this has been in many ways a process of you releasing everything of that it that you internalized. Every part of that it that you thought was actually you when it never was, because you are not of it. You are of the earth and the heavens. You are not of these systems and hierarchies. You are not of these very sick and depraved structures that are completely devoid of love, that we have been made to believe are normal, that we have been made to believe are just the way it is and the way it will always be. You are not of any of that. None of that is what you are made of. And your liberation is a rejection of all of that and a remembrance of the truth of who you really are. And then how that remembrance becomes a part of our collective remembrance of who we really are. You are here with a purpose. And you know this. You've probably known this for a really long time, and it's finally reached the point where you can no longer deny it. You are here to serve the collective in remembering that none of us are of that it, the it that is those sick, violent, depraved structures that we were forced into trying to fit ourselves into. You are here to be a reminder that none of us are actually of that. You are here to remember what is real. Remember the truth of who we are that has been and always will be more real than that it ever was. And for you, what that looks like is, and I'm placing my hand here at my heart, because as I speak these words, I feel this warmth and expansion in this energy center, because you are here to anchor into your heart. And what Spirit is telling me is that you are here to anchor into your own heart, and you are here to be an anchor into the collective heart. So you anchor into your own heart, and you are also then an anchor for the collective heart. You anchor your own life, your own living, your own being in love, in your heart. And then from that place, you act as, you create as, you co-create with others as an anchor in our collective heart, allowing us collectively to return to anchoring in love. That is what you are here to do. And Spirit is saying, and I know that you know this, but it's just an important reminder, I think, you being in it and not of it in the way that you are, it doesn't make you more special or deserving. It just means that you remember the truth of who we all are. It just means that you're here to be a reminder for all of us that all of us are meant to be anchored into our hearts in this way. So it's not about you being special. It's not an ego thing. But what I'm hearing is that no, you are not more special or you're not better than others, but you are rare. It is rare to be, well, Spirit is saying, let's reframe that. It has been up to this point rare to be a person who is anchored in your heart, who is in it but not of it, in that old reality that is crumbling. It has made you very rare. It has made you a rare person. And that rarity, it is why we really need you to allow yourself to honor who you really are, to release any part of you that still feels a need to try to fit into or conform to the ideals, the belief systems, the imperatives of that old, false violent, sick, depraved reality that is crumbling. You are here to remember that you are not of that, and then you have to act like it. You have to recognize that that's rare, and then you have to treat yourself as such and choose as such, right? You are someone who has always felt that you carry a rare energy. You've always known this. And your true power in this moment and the gift that you are here to offer to the collective in this moment is in actually living from that place, trusting that, not trying to fit in, being rare, being you, being a love person, being heart-centered, being in it and not of it. And what is so rare about you is that in you acknowledging your own Hmm. How how does how does this want to come through? In you acknowledging how rare you are also acknowledging that there is no value judgment. There is no value difference between you and anyone else. That is a part of what makes you rare. A part of what makes you rare, a part of what being anchored in your heart has allowed you to remember is the fact that we are not separate from each other, that we are not separate from all of creation, and that every aspect of creation is equally necessary and valuable and worthy. You are here to remind us of what belonging looks like. And belonging is that remembrance that we are all an equally worthy and valuable part of the whole of creation, of the all that there is. And it's a rare path that you're walking. It's a rare path that has led you to this point where you can accept and allow the reality of how rare you are, and also deeply understand that we are all a part of the whole, that we are all equally valued, that we are all equally worthy, that your being rare doesn't actually place you above anyone on a hierarchy, that the hierarchy was never real. And you are allowing both of those things to be equally true. And in allowing both of those things to be equally true, you recognize that that truth, the truth that we are all simultaneously rare and we are also all simultaneously equal and equally valued, equally worthy, equally loved, equally necessary as a part of the whole. This is what I'm hearing is your ability to carry both of these truths in your body at the same time, to anchor both of these truths in your heart, is how you have stabilized yourself. That's the language that I'm hearing. It's how you have stabilized yourself. That old false reality was very unstable for all of us. And the things that we were taught to hold on to, the things that we were convinced could offer us stability, were never stable in the first place. But what you know to be true is that our stability lies in our remembrance of our oneness and our shared belonging. You are carrying both of those energies in your body right now. You are stabilizing yourself. And as you are becoming more stable, you are here to be a stabilizer for the collective. I keep getting that image of the anchor. You are the anchor in our collective heart. You are the stabilizer for the collective, and you are meant to, and probably in this moment experiencing that you are beginning to find other people who are stabilizing in similar ways, and you are becoming more and more visible to other stable people who are rare like you in this way, who know exactly what they are here for, and who also recognize that in you. And when stability meets stability, that's how our new reality actually takes on material form. That's how we actually remake and reshape our shared reality into one in which we are all able to be both in it and of it, because it's actually made of the truth of who we are. And you are here to be one of those makers, one of those reshapers of our shared reality. I hope this message meets you well. I hope this message helps you to remember the truth of who you are and who you're here to be. And I hope that it fortifies you, that it helps you to remember your stability, the stability that you carry, and how that stability is a part of our collective stabilizing into a shared reality that is actually worthy of the truth of who we are, a shared reality that we are all actually both in and of. I love you, and we'll talk soon.